Hey guys, this is DJ with Metacard Gaming, and we're here with Matt Coleman, who just finished second at our Cross World Shop Championship. So, what'd you play today?
I played Son Goku Apes, which I honestly believe is like the best leader for Apes right now. I've been playing this deck since as long as I can remember. After Frieza got hit, we just kind of swapped it out with this, and it's been going pretty strong for me.
So, after Mecha, you just swapped over to SS3?
Pretty much, yeah. Like,
Apes?
I mean, it's just it's pretty good for me as a person too, because like I'm horrible with mana management. So like the fact that this just untaps 3 on the other side is just like it's pretty great.
All right, so tell me about your matchups today.
Round 1, I went up against UI. Round 2 was Xeno Trunks. Round 3 was Ginyu Veggies. And round 4 was like a blue-green variant with this leader. He explained to me what the deck was after it. It's catered towards like a leader coming out in the next set, but he was just trying it out with Son Goku for the day.
Sounds good, sounds good. So, show us what you got.
All right, sounds good. So the ape lineup's pretty standard. We have 2 Jesus ape. I mean, like, if you got this guy on the board, he's pretty much game. He basically makes all your Saiyans a free combo 10, which is pretty nutty when you think about it. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, even today, like, people still look at this card and they're like, "What does this do again?" Like, I guess they just weren't around for the Frieza days. I caught a few people off guard with the fact that, I mean, like, this makes 10k combos just entirely.
And gives everybody barriers, so you play
that's
around
it.
Kale.
Exactly. So like you're not broling this, you're not killing this. I mean, you can revenge blocker at best, but I'm sure most of you already probably knew that. So next up, we got the essentials. We got 4 Bardock and 4 Prince Vegeta. So we got the 20k 4-drop crit and then the 20k 4-drop double strike, both with blockers. So definitely trying to keep them away from the blue boy for as much as possible. But yeah, so that's up to the ape lineup. Next up, we got the Searcher, King Vegeta. So he can search. He was worded to search the 5-drop, but like if you have the 5-drop in hand and you have like a dead march, just search out a level 4, and that way you'll have at least something to play.
Shout out to the rarity.
If you're right. I'm missing one, so anyone out there has an extra one, hit me up. Next up, no openings for that. What do you call it?
Self-awakening?
Self-awakening, thank you. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. Plus, like I said, with the 5-drop, he's a free 10k. Sometimes what I'll find myself doing is like, since I'm at 6 life to begin with, if I have to, like, I'll just swing into their leader and just combo with like 2 of these. Depending on what the situation is, I'll just do 1, wait until the next turn, then do another one. Maybe I'll do 2. It all depends, but like it's a really great combo piece and it goes well with the deck.
So going forward with the next set 4, you think about swapping that one out with the 1-drop Bardock?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like
takes a life, and then you can evolve Bardock Will of Iron on there.
That thing is the nut. Like this is definitely getting taken out for the Bardock. It's just insane. Like combo that with Flute once I get my hands on all that. If I get my hands on all that, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but either way, yeah, he's pretty good. We've got 4 Motorcycle. Drawing cards is fun. Having a 5k combo piece is alright, I guess, but it's pretty much for the drawing power. We got 2 Roshi for the negate, and then we got 4 Nimbus. I just like Nimbus infinitely better than Roshi. Roshi's good because it gives you a 5k combo, but this says if you were dumb enough to attack with a leader against a yellow deck, if you're attacking with the leader first, I mean, like, you're not getting a whole lot off that turn. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, you're either going to attack with a battle card and you'll have 2 attacks left, or you're going to attack with the leader and have 1 attack left. So
I saw that crazy one against that Veggie player where he swung and you played Nimbus on him, and he was just trying to go for game.
Yeah,
he had a double strike, I think.
Yeah, he brought out. I Nimbused him when he attacked with, I want to say, one of his battle cards, and then he hit me with his leader. And then I guess like he was trying to go for game, so he brought out Fu, and I'm just like, nah, old man, say no. So,
that was wild.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was pretty happy about that one. We've got 4 of the greatest card ever until Mystical Space Typhoon comes out for DBS. So this searches out all your apes, or what do you call it, the King Vegeta. It also searches out the Saiyan combo pieces if you really wanted to do that. Like if you have enough apes and you don't need the 3-drop King Vegeta, just search out the what do you call it, the Red Son Goku. I think it's Son Goku.
Yeah, the Unbreakable.
Yeah, Unbreakable, or Free Han, or just anything really. level 4 or lower, or level 4. I'm thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh, but rank 4 either way, or 4 drop. Excuse me. Next up, the most broken card in existence, I think. Like getting 2 apes on board for the price of 1, and then Pot of Greeting is just ridiculous. Especially if you're doing like this, and then you're bringing out Prince Vegeta. Like that's even more draw power. Like sometimes not doing Prince Vegeta isn't the greatest because like I always whiff. I'm never getting an ape off Prince Vegeta. It's never happened. But it's just great to put pressure on board because you get 2 apes. You can block with both of them. They're protected under the 5 drop if they didn't get rid of your 5 drop or get rid of your King Vegeta already. But yeah, it's pretty done. So that's it for the yellow cards. Next one's the blue ones. We are playing Son Goku, so 4 Piccolo and 4 Freehan. Piccolo, just because drawing cards is great. I don't really like the Kibito Kai one. I tried playing it for a little bit, but it was just like, this is just infinitely better. It's very simple. It's just like, oh, okay, you're at 4 life, combo 10, take a card. It's just your standard super combo, but like I said, drawing cards is amazing. And then this guy's free with the 5 drop. Even if you don't have the 5 drop on board, I've noticed people going for this guy's throat when I combo with it and he comes on board. For some reason, they just really want to get rid of him, even though he's just a 15 single strike. I don't understand it. Maybe I'm missing something, but he's a free card. He's another free card, free Saiyan in the deck. Next up, we have the 4 reds, the only 4 reds, Unbreakable. This is literally Super Combo Junior, as long as you have the 5 drop on board. It's just another 10k draw card. It's insane. The draw power in this deck is ridiculous. And to end it off, we have 2 black. Both of the black are the Masked Saiyan, the 5 drop Masked Saiyan. I used to have Foos in here, and Fu was great, don't get me wrong. He pushed for game, and he drew you 2 cards, and he was a 25 double strike. But, like, this is so essential right now because, like, spot removal is crazy. Getting rid of those 2 Kabbas, and then just whatever else they might have, like a 1. You can't get rid of the what do you call it, the Kale that blocks, but you can get rid of a 1 drop that they might have on board. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And
so what about your side deck?
So the side deck, let's take a look. We've got, it wasn't exactly the greatest thing. I kind of threw it together pretty quickly. We've got Increasing Evil. I guess the reason I would play this over the other one is probably to take, it's Self-Awakening. It's a 20k single strike, so I mean it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it does warp a card and there is no limit. I mean, there is a limit.
I think it's 5 or less.
Yeah, it's 5 or less. There's a limit, but
it does hit. It does hit blockers.
Exactly. Yeah. So you can hit a lot more than.
So it's more Self-Awakening and a blocker.
Yeah, basically. So that's.
So if you don't get your no openings, you can just do that. Yeah, take a life.
It's pretty good. Like I never sided this in place of this, but it might come up eventually. I'm not sure. So the 2 Foos came out. They just went in the side deck for now. I don't know where else to put them. Like I said, they're great for pushing for game, but spot removal is more important right now. This card is ridiculous. Okay, like you start off with X amount of energy, do whatever, bring her out, and then reset the entire back row, and it's just like that's not okay for the other person. Like 15 crit is, I mean, no one wants to get hit with crit in this game. No one wants to neg a card. So this is another one of those cards that people go for pretty fast. They don't like having that stick around on board. One thing I did do twice at the Davers tournament, which was last week. Was it the case tournament or?
Yeah, they were doing the shop championship, and then they also had a case tournament for set 4.
So that like 2 out of my however many games I was playing there, I brought 3 of these things out in 1 turn. And like the look on my opponent's face was ridiculous. Like for some reason the deck just really wanted me to have these in hand pretty much every time I sided them in, which is a lot more than I can say for any Yu-Gi-Oh match I ever played. Next up, I don't really see what I could use for these guys. Like I understand their importance, but 9 times out of 10 on turn 3 I'm bringing out King Vegeta, and like after that I'm focusing on getting the ape out. So there's really no reason for these. I'm probably gonna take them out. I've never sided them in yet, so. And to round it all off, we have the 4 Crusher Balls. This card is great against the Vic Strike deck, UI, anything that's gonna like come out and then take the biggest load on you. So it's just good to put it into what do you call it? Put it into rest mode and just have like another turn to kind of come back at them. Plus, if it's in rest mode, there's a chance that depending on what you have on board, you can just attack over it and get the problem out the way. But that's pretty much it.
All right, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to what do you call him? Dre, my buddy Dre. Yes, sorry, almost forgot your name. Dre, for letting me borrow this. I never used it, but I appreciate you letting me borrow it. Shout out to DJ for letting me borrow one of these, and I think that's about it. Like, shout out to Kapow Comics and Metacard Gaming. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome.
All right, Matt. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing more of you in the future.
All right, appreciate it.